Hello.
Okay, yeah, it was. Hot dog, yeah.
Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello. Hey, 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 hey. Yeah? Carson, where is it good? What?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the campus of Mira Costa High School. For 2026, the IM7 section for the baseball championships in the first round of the Division III playoffs, featuring the visiting Arlington Lions and the home team of Mira Costa Mustangs.
Good luck today.
Prior
Alright.
to first pitch this afternoon, here are a few friendly reminders. Tune into your entire game day experience.
Alright.
Mira Costa High School in the CIM7 section.
Here we are with Ace Durango, number 9, our center fielder. He's a big hitter with one of the hottest bats in the lineup. Ace, what's your mindset coming into a playoff game like this?
The mindset's just get after it, have a good day, compete your ass off, and just leave it all on the table.
Do playoff games like this feel different when you wake up in the morning, or is it just like any other routine game?
I mean, the environment is definitely different. You know, people are fired up, a bigger crowd, but we just gotta play like every day. Yeah, it's a little different, but higher energy.
And what's the message from the coaches to the players before the first pitch today?
It's just leave it all on the table, put your heart out, play for one another, leave no stone unturned, and keep a level mind, playing good things, bad things, just keep everything good and just compete.
And how much confidence and chemistry does this team give in a win or go home setting?
I mean, we're all pretty calm, but I say we're all fired up, and chemistry standpoint, we all love each other so much. I think win or lose, we know this team has great chemistry, and every single one here, every single person here is going to do everything we can to win.
And one last question before we get started today. For fans watching on our broadcast this evening, what kind of game should they expect from our Mustangs tonight?
Hell of a game. We're going to play really well. I got confidence in all of our guys, and have fun watching.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Have a good game. Good luck. And I'll talk to you after the game.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Carl Ostras Memorial Field for the CIF Southern Section Playoff Baseball First Round. Today, it's the Mira Costa Mustangs hosting the Arlington Lions out of Riverside in a Division III first-round matchup. Win in advance, lose in the season is over. They're matching up against a pretty solid Arlington team today. 18-12 on the season, and the Ivy League champions in the Inland Empire, a 12-3 record in conference.
Today, we're going to see Jack O'Connor starting at the mound and Ace Tarango leading off your Mira Costa Mustangs.
Now for your Mustangs lineup. On the mound is Jack O'Connor. Behind the dish is number 20, Kellen Finn. At first base, number 55, Joaquin Soler. Second base is number 1, Carter Rivera. At short is number 4, Miko Hodzik. At third base is number 10, Connor Collins. Left field is number 19, Caden Seaman. At center is number 9, Ace Tarango. And in right field is number 13, Austin Olness. Now Tommy Bell will step up to the plate for Arlington. Tommy Bell, the heart and soul of this Arlington lineup. He recently gained Ivy League Player of the Year honors. First pitch of the day for O'Connor.
Just a little low there.
Jack O'Connor has just been a very solid pitcher for the Mustangs this year. After this season, he will go up to Sacramento State. This one's skied out of play.
Yeah, like you said, Jack O'Connor's been reliable all year through this injured pitching staff of the Mira Costa Mustangs after Garrett Jacobs and the sophomore Keikoa goes down. So he's been reliable.
Very much. He's been pretty solid as the ace in this Mustangs staff. The 1-1. High. 2-1 to Tommy Bell. Tommy Bell, the senior outfielder, his favorite non-baseball athlete is Roman Reigns. 2-1. Bell fouls it back.
Pitch to get back into the count there. O'Connor keeping him on his toes, staying aggressive.
2-2 to Tommy Bell. The delivery. Bell takes it in there for strike 3. The first at-bat Connor faces today is a strikeout.
What a pitch to get him looking like that, right in the zone, off-speed pitch, right in there.
A big one for Jack O'Connor. He'll now face the number 2 hitter in this Arlington lineup, the freshman Seth Allison. A lot of freshmen in this Arlington lineup today. First pitch to Allison, lined into left field. Seaman on his horse, comes off his feet, but that one dropped. And Allison is at first with a 1-out base hit for Arlington.
Yeah, that's a base hit, but that's a great effort from Seaman there to dive out, try to lay out to get that ball. And he still stopped it from getting past him, so great effort from him.
Yeah, very much. Just took it the other way right there on that outside fastball. It's now J.C. Rodriguez at the dish for Arlington. First pitch to Rodriguez high.
Arlington already looking aggressive with a big leadoff. Let's see if they can steal some bases today.
Yeah. J.C. Rodriguez, a sophomore infielder, batting .326 on the year. 1-0. Low, now 2-0 to J.C. Rodriguez. Along with that .326 average, he has 7 runs and 17 RBIs. O'Connor will check up at first.
I think this pitch has to be in the zone, throwing a strike, reestablish himself in the count, and try to get back into this at-bat.
You might want to look out for Allison. 5 stolen bases on the year. Fouled back to make it 2-1.
Yeah, that's the pitch he needed.
Jack O'Connor does have some athletic glory in his roots. His older brother, Charlie O'Connor, was a standout wide receiver for the Mustangs in his high school days. O'Connor will look at Ellison again. Pretty impressive to see a freshman so high in the lineup, especially at the high school level.
Yep.
O'Connor delivers, hit hard. That one's fair down the left field line. Allison's headed to third. Rodriguez is going to second, and Allison's rounding to the plate. The throw is... We'll see in time.
In time.
What a
Wow.
throw by Caden Seaman, and a great play to save a run for the Mustangs in this top of the first.
What a great play from your Maricosta defense. Great throw from Seaman, right to Miko Hodzik, right to home to Kellen Finn. What a teamwork play.
Amazing relay right there. It's just great because Arlington would have had some momentum in this top of the first. Now just one runner in scoring position for them. We'll see with 2 outs if O'Connor can mow down Carter Johnson. First pitch to Johnson, looked at outside for ball 1.
Arlington looks to be aggressive on the base here, taking early leadoffs, but I don't know if I'd want to be taking aggressive leadoffs when you have Kellen Finn
After
back
this,
out the dish.
After this year, Carter Johnson is going to Cal Poly to continue his career. Took the fastball high. O'Connor's already faced 3 batters in this top of the first. The 2-0. Johnson takes it low.
And that's the kind of veteran catcher you get out of Kellen Finn right there to put his body up there, block that ball, and try to stop a wild pitch from the guy in scoring position to go to third base.
Ow. I think they're going to intentionally walk Carter Johnson. So,
Interesting choice there.
2 runners on base for Arlington in this top of the first. They already got Seth Allison on the bags before, but he got thrown out at the plate. So it's the 3rd on the bags in total in this top of the first for Arlington. And now it'll be the number 5 hitter, Jacob Niebla, another freshman. He's going to be in right field today for Arlington. First pitch, Niebla shoots this one into right center field, but a great jumping catch by Carter Rivera. That'll end the frame for the Mustangs, and it's characterized by some great defensive plays to save some runs in the top of the first. Now the Stangs will be up to bat in the bottom of the first after this.
Mira Costa Baseball is sponsored by Maloney Capital, Paradise Bowls, Pacifica Properties Group, Longo Lexus, Lee Construction, Dunham Stewart, Phil's Arbor Care, Vegan AI Media, Hermosa Saloon, Soho Yoga, Martha's, Sport Clips, South Bay Pony Baseball, Kings Hawaiian, Marine Wealth Advisors, Oakberry Acai, GBG South Bay, Brothers Burritos, The Bottle Inn, Kastner Construction, Slay, Grunions, Lazy Acres, State Farm, Longo Toyota, Connecta, Spider, Grabano. Running point. B2. Durensis McGarry. Gimlin Orthodontics.
Back for some more Mira Costa baseball. We are now in the bottom of the first as the Mustangs will try to get some runs on the board.
If that defensive inning from the Mustangs didn't get you fired up, I don't know what will. That was insane.
And now it'll be the leadoff hitter for the Mustangs, number 9, Ace Tarango. Tarango has just been so good for this year for the Mustangs. Tarango with that 385 average on the year leads the team. Took the fastball in there for strike 1.
Yeah, like you said, Ace Tarango has been reliable all year. That's why he's going D1. 35 hits on the year.
Exactly. Really solid school in Navy. This one on the ground to the right side. A nice sliding stop by the second baseman. The throw to first on time. And now Ace Tarango is retired for the Stangs to start off this bottom of the first. A nice play by the second baseman, Logan Kiambao, right there. And now it's the number 2 hitter, Nick Feidler, for the Mustangs.
Nick Feidler's been such a good defensive player for the Mira Costa Mustangs, and let's see if he can get hot here at the dish.
Very much. A senior. First pitch to Feidler. That one just grazed him right there, and now he'll take first base for free, and a runner is on for the Mustangs in this bottom of the first.
Look at this dugout, this Mira Costa Mustangs dugout, just the momentum swinging with them with every advantage they can get.
Especially at the start of the game, it's now the number 3 hitter, Joaquin Scholler. First pitch to Scholler on the outside corner for strike 1. After this year, Joaquin Scholler is going to head up to Santa Clara to continue his baseball career. He's one of 4 D1 commits on this Mustangs roster. Looked at the fastball high for ball 1. Scholler with a 302 average on the year. That ranks among the top of these Mustangs. Takes another fastball, that one outside.
Yeah, Scholler's been a big hitter for the Mira Costa Mustangs with the 5 doubles, including 19 hits and 1 home run. He's been their extra base hitter all year.
Then we'll check up at first. Scholler, the only lefty in the lineup for the Mustangs today. The 2-1. Scholler hits it on the ground to the right side. Keen Bell bobbled it. And Scholler will be at first. A 1-out base hit. Runners on first and second for the Mustangs. And we'll see if Austin Olness can continue the hit train.
And an error like that from a second baseman changes the whole dynamic of a game. Not just one inning, but that little error can cost them the whole game.
Austin Olness, 3 home runs in his last 3 games. First pitch to Olness, taken in there for strike 1.
Yeah, like you were saying, Austin Olness has 4 home runs on the year. One of them coming from a home run against Redondo, which was absolutely crushed to left field.
And the other time he got some dingers was 9 days ago on Wednesday against Fullerton when he hit 2 home runs along with 5 RBIs. Weaved on the ball right there for strike 2. With the runner in scoring position, we'll see if Olness can execute like he has been lately. The 0-2. Olness takes it low. Carter Johnson on the mound for Arlington has been an ace in their pitching staff. His ERA is around 1.
Austin Olness has really been a key part of this Costa offense. Second in hits, 22 hits. Just a great piece of offense from him.
Yeah. He's actually on the national team for the GBG program in the 2027 year. He looked at the fastball low to make it a 2-2 count. A nice job getting back into this at-bat, taking 2 straight balls. After Ole Miss, it'll be the number 5 hitter, Caden Seaman. And Ole Miss passed on the fastball low. The count now runs full on the junior right fielder.
What an incredible piece of discipline here from Austin Olness at the dish. Coming from 0-2, now full count.
Yeah. We'll see if he can take his 4th straight ball, which would fill the bases for Seaman on deck. Bought off the fastball. It'll be the 7th pitch of the at-bat to Ole Miss. We've seen a lot of fastballs early from Carter Johnson. Maybe he'll try another one against Ole Miss right here. The payoff. Ole Miss takes it in the zone for strike 3. He'll get sent back to the dugout. And now it'll be a hitter for the Mustangs, Caden Seaman.
Close call to me. I think he almost had himself a walk there.
And now the catcher, Jacob Ludwig, wants to talk to his senior pitcher. Johnson also in the lineup for Arlington today in the cleanup spot. So now Seaman will try to be the 3rd man on in the frame for the Mustangs. Ever since getting inserted into the lineup in the outfield in April, he's just been super good for the Mustangs, especially as a sophomore. Took the fastball inside for ball 1.
He's been on fire, batting .355. I mean, a real heart piece of this offense.
Very much. It seems like most games he's getting on base multiple times. We saw that in our first broadcast against Redondo when he got on 3 times. All right. He also has a lot of athletic glory in his family as well. His dad, Canyon Seaman, an All-American volleyball player at Stanford, and his sister, Cayenne, is committed to Northeastern for volleyball. He hit it on the ground to the right side. The first baseman takes it for out number 3, and that'll end the frame for the Mustangs. They stranded 2 runners on base, and now they'll come back onto the diamond, looking to mow down this Arlington lineup once again.
Mira Costa Baseball is sponsored by Maloney Capital, Paradise Bowls, Pacifica Properties Group, Longo Lexus, Lee Construction, Dunham Stewart, Phil's Arbor Care, Vegan AI Media, Hermosa Saloon, Soho Yoga, Martha's, Sport Clubs, South Bay Pony Baseball, Kings Hawaiian, Marine Wealth Advisors, Oakberry Acai, GBU South Bay, Brothers Burritos, The Bottle Inn, Kastner Construction, Sled, Grunions, Late.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Carl Osteros Memorial Field. Arlington will now step up to the plate once again. It'll be the number 6, 7, and 8 hitters in this frame. First pitch to the number 6 hitter, Cody Parker, in there for strike 1.
That's just such a great pitch by O'Connor. Way to locate the zone. Establish a good lead in that bat.
Connor faced a bit of trouble in that top of the first, letting 3 runners on. First pitch is a chopper on the left side, fielded by the shortstop Hodzik, and he fires it to first for out number 1. It'll now be the number 7 hitter for Arlington, Michael Blair, the designated hitter. O'Connor's 3 men on he let in the top of the first were, because mostly of hits, it was Seth Allison with a single and then JC Rodriguez with a double. That's a grounder right to Hodzik. Once again, he'll throw it to first, and that'll be the second out of the inning.
What a day Miko Hodzik has been playing. A lot of ground balls right to him. A lot of plays have been made from him.
2 straight ground balls to Hodzik to start off this top of the second. It's now the number 8 hitter for Arlington, Jacob Ludwig. He's behind the dish for Arlington. First pitch to Ludwig. Passes on the high fastball. We'll see if once again Ludwig will hit something on the ground right here. 1-0 looked at low. Now 2-0 to the junior catcher.
Got to get back in the count here. Locate a good pitch inside the zone.
The 2-0. Ludwig takes it in the zone for strike 1.
Yeah, that's exactly the pitch he needed. And now he's right where he wants to be in the count.
Jacob Ludwig shares the catching duties on Arlington with Jacob Niebla, the freshman who's starting in right field today. 2-1 pitch taken high. It's now 3-1 to Jacob Ludwig. The 3-1. Ludwig looks at it once again, and he'll now have first base. The second Arlington batter on from balls.
Another close call there on a walk. Could have gone either way, but we're going to see Arlington get a fast base runner on first base now.
The first runner on with a walk today for Arlington was the cleanup hitter, Carter Johnson, who's on the mound as well. First pitch to the number 9 hitter, Logan Kiambao, fouled back. Kiambao made a couple of nice plays in that bottom of the first at second base for Arlington. The delivery. Kiambao nubs that one, and Connor Collins made a nice effort, but he could not come up with it.
Yeah, that's a good effort just to try to get there. Ultimately can't get it, but great effort.
Logan Kiambao, one of the seniors in this lineup for Arlington, stands at 5'6". His favorite baseball memory was Little League All-Stars. The 0-2 shot into right field. It'll be a base hit for Logan Kiambao. Runners on first and second for Arlington. And now it's the top of the lineup for Arlington. We'll see what they can do. And maybe if they can get a 2-out rally.
Yeah, we're now seeing the momentum shift, and momentum's going to be a big thing throughout this game. We see these dugouts erupting every time someone gets a hit or on base, so we'll see how that plays into effect during this game.
We'll see Tommy Bell once again, the leadoff hitter who struck out in his first at-bat against O'Connor. First pitch. Bell looks at it outside. Bell, a pretty dangerous hitter and not really a guy that you want up if you're Costa, especially because Arlington has Jacob Ludwig on second base. The offer taken low by Bell.
Great stop by Kellen Finn.
Very nice stop by the senior catcher who's been starting on varsity since his freshman year.
Yeah, if you want to talk about veteran Finn, been through the system 4 years now.
The guy see at the college level in a couple of years. Next year, he will not be playing due to taking a gap year. Now this one laced. It'll stay fair in deep left field. Seaman will field it in the corner. Jacob Ludwig scored, and Logan Kiambau's at third. Tommy Bell at second with a 2-out RBI double for Arlington in this top of the second.
That ball was absolutely crushed down the third base line, and luckily Costa was able to hold them to 1 run. But now they got a guy on second and third they have to worry about. Yeah, and now 1-0 to Arlington.
The power from his bat.
And that Arlington dugout is just absolutely hyped.
So now Arlington will try to continue this 2-out rally. They've already gotten 3 consecutive guys on, and it's the number 2 hitter, Seth Allison, who took the breaking ball in there for strike 1. 0-1 to Allison, who got a single in the top of the first man on for Arlington today. 0-1. Allison passes on it outside.
I think O'Connor's got to get a strikeout here, show that, the first 2 outs of this inning were ground outs to Hodzik, and then after that it kind of went loose, and he needs to show that he can still play in this game and get some guys out here.
Allison with a .224 batting average on the year. 1-1 pitch, misses low. 2-1 to Allison. He went the other way on that single he had in the top of the first. It was really the only oppo contact we've seen from Arlington today. The 2-1, Allison hits it hard into left field. It's his second hit today, and it'll score Kiambau. Bell's at third, and runners on the corners for Arlington. Another RBI hit with 2 outs for Arlington.
Yeah, that ball was just another run, and now you got guys at the corners.
And it's another big hitter for Arlington, the number 3 hitter, J.C. Rodriguez, who got that double in the top of the first.
Let's see how long Jack O'Connor can stay in this game, but I have a feeling that Mason Feldman or Brady Sherwood will come in later this game.
First pitch to Rodriguez, swung on and missed for strike 1. 0-1 to Rodriguez. A .326 average on the year. He also has 9 doubles. He can make that 10 after that double he hit just now. An interesting attempted pickoff by O'Connor. He looked at third and then at first.
Yeah, Arlington's taking a very unique lead here. Both of their guys on the corners taking big aggressive leads.
O'Connor will look at Allison at first. Seth Allison does have some wheels with 5 stolen bases. He might be even more motivated to take a base because Bell's at third.
Yeah, he looks ready to steal a base.
The offer, Rodriguez takes it at the bottom of the zone for strike 2, excuse me.
O'Connor's got to get him out here with a strikeout pitch.
We'll see how much longer O'Connor will be in this game. He's already faced a sizable amount of batters. Allison took off right there, but Rodriguez fouled it away.
Yeah, like we were saying, these are 2 really good offensive teams. We'll see how long their pitchers can stay in until we see some relief pitchers come into the game.
It'll now be a second 0-2 pitch to Rodriguez. O'Connor's already struck out Tommy Bell today. That was his first batter faced. Now Allison leaving early. O'Connor will just let him hustle to second base. Allison wasn't even hustling right there. He basically had second base for free. O'Connor was pretty worried about Bell at third.
I don't think I've seen that before. That is very interesting.
So 2 runners in scoring position for Arlington. They've already knocked in 2 in this top of the second. The 0-2, Rodriguez fouls it back. He's done a great job of fighting off pitches in this at-bat. The RBIs for Arlington came from the Tommy Bell double and then from a Seth Allison base hit. The delivery, Rodriguez takes it up the middle. A nice sliding stop by Rivera, who tosses it to first on time. It'll end the frame for the Mustangs, but not before 2 runs cross for Arlington. They'll now come back to the dugout, looking to get on the board after this.
Mira Costa Baseball is sponsored by Maloney Capital, Paradise Bowls, Pacifica Properties Group, Longo Lexus, Lee Construction, Dunham Stewart, Phil's Arbor Care, Vegan AI Media, Hermosa Saloon, Soho Yoga, Martha's, Sport Clubs, South Bay Pony Baseball, Kings Hawaiian, Marine Wealth Advisors, Oakberry Acai, GVU South Bay, Brothers Burritos, The Bottle Inn, Kastner Construction, Slay, Grunions, Lazy Acres, State Farm, Longo Toyota, Connecta, Spider, Rabana.
Hi, and welcome back to Manhattan Beach. Carter Johnson back on the mound for Arlington. He will face the numbers 6, 7, and 8 hitters in this Mustangs lineup. It's Connor Collins stepping in for the Mustangs. First pitch to Collins, low for ball 1.
Connor Collins is a guy that's been consistent all year too, with 15 hits, 17 RBIs.
Say he's been a staple in this Mustangs lineup. Not a lot of days off for the sophomore. Swung on and missed that pitch for strike 1. 1-1 pitch. Collins comes up with there for strike 2.
This is going to be a set of players that you're not going to want to face if you're Arlington with Collins, Finn, and Hodzik.
The pitch. Collins fouls it back. Connor Collins lately has been very good for the Mustangs. I think he went 2 for 2 against Fullerton last Wednesday. Another one fouled back by Collins. A nice job staying in this at-bat.
Yeah, what an at-bat to stay alive in. This is an important inning for Costa to try to respond to those 2 runs.
1-2 pitch. Collins hits it high in the air on the right side. The triangle of Arlington defenders coming for it, but the right fielder, Niebla, will come down with it for the first out of the top of the third. Bottom of the second, excuse me. Kellen Finn now for the Mustangs. Batting 7th in the lineup. First pitch to Finn, taken in the zone for strike 1.
One thing's for sure, this Arlington pitcher has been on his game.
He definitely has. He's just been amazing this year, actually. The Ivy League Pitcher of the Year.
He's been able to find his zone and still throw some heat at the same time. It's been great.
1-1 pitch. Finn fouls it off. Carter Johnson has actually had 6 straight W's on the mound. He's been kind of ridiculous for this Arlington team. And he's not let up a lot of runs during that stretch. Finn passed on the fastball outside to make it 2-2.
Kellen Finn, who's one of the biggest leaders on this team with hits, with 19 hits, has just been an incredible veteran for these guys.
2-2 to Finn, fouled back. Count runs full on Kellen Finn. To go with that, he is a .268 batting average on the year. It's very interesting they decided to take a gap year after high school. 2-2, high in the air out of play. Hopefully that did not hit anybody's car on Meadows Avenue. It'll be another 2-2 to Finn. Johnson's led on a total of 2 batters. Both those came in the top of the first, bottom of the first. Finn took the fastball low. The 3-2. Finn hits a chopper to third. A nice play by the third baseman, but that one drifted just foul. So Kellen Finn will come back to the plate. It'll be the second 3-2 pitch of this at-bat for Finn.
What an at-bat for Finn. I mean, how many pitches has it been? He's just been battling back and forth between this pitcher.
As of right now, it's 7 and counting. The payoff. Finn hits it on the left side. Another one out of play. Didn't find the sweet spot of the bat right there.
This kind of just shows you the fight of Kellen Finn here. Staying within this at-bat. He's not going to give up without a fight, so let's see what he can do.
It's the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Finn hits it on the ground to the left side, and once again, it's the same result. Finn will now face a 9th pitch from Carter Johnson. Johnson struck out 1 batter today. That was the cleanup hitter, Austin Olness. The offer. Finn takes one that just missed. He'll be at first with a walk.
That's such an incredible at-bat by Kellen Finn. 9 pitches in that at-bat. And to get there, end result, get on base. You still have 1 out in this inning. You still can get a rally going. And let's see what Costa can accomplish here.
Just a great job battling right there. And it's Miko Hodzik now for the Mustangs. First pitch for Hodzik fouled off. Hodzik 8th in the lineup for the Mustangs.
Hodzik has had a day so far at shortstop, getting a lot of ground outs. So let's see what he can do behind the dish.
Yes, he has. 0-1 pitch. That one out of the glove of the catcher, but didn't go too far from him. Hodzik on the year with a .246 batting average, but what's really impressive is his .381 on base percentage. He also has a total of 15 runs on the year. Johnson looked at Finn right there. 1-1. Hodzik just tipped that one right there. He'll now face a 2-strike pitch from Carter Johnson.
You can really hear these shouts from the dugout here from Costa, encouraging their guys, trying to get a rally going here.
It's been 3 straight 2-strike counts to start off for the Mustangs, and Hodzik will go back to the dugout with a strikeout. It's Johnson's 2nd K of the day. And it'll now be the number 9 hitter for the Mustangs, the second baseman, Carter Rivera. Rivera actually has not been at Costa for so long. Prior to this year, he spent 2 years at IMG Academy in Florida. That one shot foul right there. And that one might have hit a car again. Late on the fastball from Carter Johnson. He'll look to extend this 2-out string for the Mustangs. And another time he's made nice contact, just late on it right there.
Some good rips right there from Rivera. You know, if he gets on base, we're going to see the top of the lineup with Ace Strango come back up. So
Certainly.
let's see what he can do.
And it's the 4th time Carter Johnson has dealt with a 2-strike count in this frame. 0-2 to Rivera taken high.
It was a close pitch. Got to stay aggressive here.
We can see Tarango and the rest of the top of that Mustangs lineup if Rivera gets on. 1-2, low and outside.
Good eye discipline here from Rivera. Trying to stay in the count. Let's see if he can battle back.
Yeah. Actually, a day 1 starter for the Mustangs. He started at second base when this season started, and he's been subbing out with Carter Gomes. Took a big swing right there and just got a piece of it.
I mean, just acknowledge that this inning, I mean, starting with Kellen Finn with those 9 pitches, and now with Carter Rivera, they're just battling back and forth. They're not going to give up, and they're going to do their best to get on base.
Yeah. 2-2 pitch to Rivera looked at high. And now it's the 3rd full count of the inning for the Mustangs.
And I believe 2 of those full counts started at 0-2. So really great job to battle back.
The plate discipline is really impressive for the Mustangs. And a lot of energy from this Mustangs dugout. And it's a swing and a miss from Rivera. It's the 2nd strikeout for the Mustangs of the inning. And Carter Johnson will go back to the dugout. Another shutout inning thrown by the senior right-hander.
Mira Costa Baseball is sponsored by Maloney Capital, Paradise Bowls, Pacifica Properties Group, Longo Lexus, Lee Construction, Dunham Stewart, Phil's Arbor Care, Vegan AI Media, Hermosa Saloon, Soho Yoga, Martha's, Sport Clubs, South Bay Pony Baseball, Kings Hawaiian, Marine Wealth Advisors, Oakberry Acai, GVU South Bay, Brothers Burritos, The Bottle Inn, Kastner Construction, Slay, Grunions, Lazy Acres, State Farm, Longo Toyota, Connecta, Spider, Rabana.
Welcome back to Manhattan Beach. Jack O'Connor once again on the bump for the Mustangs. He'll face the numbers 4, 5, and 6 hitters of the Arlington lineup. First pitch to Carter Johnson downstairs for ball 1.
Yeah, I mean, that second inning for Jack O'Connor was a little rocky. Started off with 2 groundouts to Miko Hodzik, but let up those 2 runs. Let's see if he can rebound here.
Tough 2-out rally for the Mustangs. 1-0 inside.
This is going to be an inning for Jack O'Connor to prove that he can stay in the rest of this game, get through a couple more innings.
It's 2-0 for Carter Johnson. It must feel pretty nice getting 2 strikeouts on the mound in the prior inning and then just coming up to the plate looking for something. 3-0 after the low fastball. Along with the great pitching from Johnson, he's a pretty solid hitter as well. .3-0 in there for strike 1.
Good pitch. Way to stay in the count. Let's see if he can battle back and get an out here.
Yeah, he struggled a bit with control to start this one off. He'll just look to settle in and fire some strikes. That one hit hard by Johnson. Just went oppo on that fastball right there, but some nice contact from his bat. It's now a payoff to Johnson. The pitch. Another one fouled out of play on the right side.
Way to battle back. Now he's got himself a full count. That's exactly what you want to see if you're a Mira Costa Mustang coach.
He's thrown 3 straight strikes to Johnson after throwing 3 straight balls, and the payoff hit hard right to Rivera at second, who will sling it to first for out number 1 of the top of the third.
That is such a great at-bat for Jack O'Connor. Starts off with 3 balls, starts to reestablish himself into the at-bat, throws 3 strikes, fouls off a couple, but then gets himself back into it and gets the out at the end of the day.
Yeah, like we were saying, he really settled in during that at-bat. It's now the number 5 hitter, Jacob Niebla for Arlington. First pitch to Niebla, inside for ball 1. Jacob Niebla in the top of the first, lined out. He'll try to get some nice contact once again. 1-0 pitch on the inside corner for strike 1.
Another great pitch from O'Connor, finding his location. What he needs to keep doing.
Jacob Niebla, really impressive for a freshman, a .333 batting average. Another one on the corner by O'Connor.
I feel like you've mentioned this multiple times. There's a lot of freshmen here on this Arlington team.
Yeah, definitely. Really, the big ones, though, are the number 2 hitter, Seth Allison, who's actually had 2 singles today, and then Niebla, the number 5 hitter in the Arlington lineup.
And like we've been saying, there's a lot of ambition leading up to this game. Costa played Arlington last year, was able to get the W, and then coming into this playoffs, gets to play him again. So we'll see if they can come back and get that W again here.
2-2 pitch. Niebla takes the fastball low for ball 3. The second full count for O'Connor of this frame. Three-two pitch, and Niebla tips it for strike 3. O'Connor retires 2 straight to start off this top of the third.
Such a great pitch, and it's exactly what you want to see out of Jack O'Connor.
He's really settled in this top of the third.
I mean, all of these at-bats have been battles at the dish. I mean, both sides, all full counts. I mean, everybody's battling to get on base, and you know, just great execution from the pitchers so far.
It's now the sophomore outfielder, Cody Parker, who hits it hard up the middle. That one's through into center field. Cody Parker, a 2-out single for Arlington.
Diving effort for Miko Hodzik, can't get there. Really weird bounce there over him. That's a really hard play to get, but at the end of the day, he limits it to a single, and see if Jack O'Connor can get himself out of this inning.
Definitely. And it might generate a bit of fear for the Mustangs because of that 2-out rally in the top of the second, in which Arlington got 2 runners home. And now it's a mound visit by the pitching coach, Steve Fedor. Fedor has coached at Palos Verdes High School, Culver City High School, and Westchester High School. He's one of the many assistant coaches on this Mustang staff. Just looks...
I think Jack O'Connor just needs to get out of this inning, because after this, you got Ace Durango leading off for you at offense. You got top of the lineup. Costa can get back into this game. They just need to execute and get this guy out.
Yeah. It's a pretty big at-bat for the Mustangs defense. It's the number 7 hitter, Michael Blair. Blair took a big hack right there and fouled it back. Michael Blair generates a lot of power from that frame. He has a total of 3 home runs on the year. Also has 13 RBIs. O'Connor will check up at first.
I think that's one thing you're going to have to worry about as a pitcher this whole game is that Arlington's going to have speedy guys. They're going to have guys that are going to take aggressive leads. And so you need to take that into precaution when you're pitching.
0-1 pitch, high in the air, out to deep left field. Seaman way back at the track, and that ball is gone. Michael Blair, his 4th home run of the year to get Arlington up 4-0 in this top of the 3rd. And that one really stings for the Mustangs.
I mean, you knew that ball was gone from the moment it hit the bat. It was absolutely crushed.
Which has a lot of Arlington parents and fans is very excited right now. You see the celebration from this Arlington team.
And you can see Costa, you can see Caden Seaman. They're not going to take this lightly. They're going to come back into this next inning, and they're going to come back with some offensive power for sure.
Especially with the top of the lineup coming up for the Mustangs.
But yeah, that ball was crushed. I mean, no doubt about it.
With a 4-0 lead, Jacob Ludwig will come up for Arlington. First pitch to Ludwig, taken in the zone for strike 1.
I have a feeling this might be Jack O'Connor's last inning, so he's got to make it count. I mean, he's pitched a solid couple innings, but a couple errors led to these runs. He's just got to be able to execute and end the inning here.
A big miss low by O'Connor right there. After O'Connor, really anybody could come into the game for the Mustangs. 1-1 pitch. Ludwig takes it low to make it 2-1.
Yeah, the interesting thing about Costa's bullpen is that because they have a couple guys injured, really anybody can come and fit this role of the pitch in this playoff game.
Ludwig will try to keep this 2-out rally going for Arlington. Made some nice contact right there, but was late on the fastball. It's 2-2 to Ludwig. It's the 2nd straight inning that Arlington has gotten 2 runs with 2 outs. This frame, it was off the dinger by Michael Blair. In the last inning, it was those 2 base hits. Ludwig pulled it foul right there.
And I mean, Jack O'Connor's been good throwing strikes in terms of keeping guys into the count. I mean, he's had full counts. He's had really a lot of full counts that have resulted in outs or walks, but at the end of the day, he's been able to execute on most of them.
The offer passed on low by Ludwig. Counts full to the junior catcher. And he actually walked in the top of the 2nd. He'll try to get a similar result against O'Connor. 3-2 pitch. Ludwig fouls it back. A nice job by him staying in this count.
I mean, these two teams, man, full count after full count. So many pitches between these guys. I mean, just an absolute battle from these two teams.
It's harmful for the Mustangs because O'Connor's pitch count will keep increasing. The second 3-2 beans Ludwig. He'll now be the 3rd runner on for Arlington of the inning.
Stiver's going to come to the mound now.
Bullpen. It's a little hard to see from here, but I believe that is Brady Sherwood for the Mustangs. So O'Connor's day comes to an end. His line on the day is 2.2 innings pitched and 4 earned runs. Also to go with that, he had a strikeout. And now Grayson Thomas walks up to the bump for the Mustangs. The sophomore right-hander will look to provide a little bit of daylight for this Mustangs defense, who's already given up those 4 runs today.
Able to end this inning and hopefully lead to a couple more scoreless innings here for the Mustangs. But more importantly, it's can Costa get back in the offense and really get some runs up on the board here with the top of the lineup.
Logan Kiamboa for Arlington, the number 9 hitter. Once again, we're getting near this top of the Arlington lineup coming up, who's done pretty well today, especially their second time up. They had Tommy Bell. It's muted. The sophomore right-hander Grayson Thomas now on the mound for the Mustangs. Grayson Thomas has got a lot of time on the bump for the Mustangs so far this year. He's started some games.
Yeah,
First pitch.
that's one thing you'll see with Costa pitchers and players. You'll see players come up at a young age, freshman, sophomore year, whatever it is, and they'll be in the system for a while. And then by the time they're juniors or seniors, they know how to play in the system.
Thomas actually started the season on the junior varsity level. 0-1 to Kiambao outside for ball 1. One pitch. Kiambao takes it just outside for ball 2.
Ooh, I don't know about that. That looked pretty good from here.
And the ump has not really had too tight of a zone today. We've seen a lot of balls on the corners called strikes. 2-1 pitch. Fouled back off the bat of Kiambao. It's now a 2-2 to the senior second baseman. And now Thomas, with just one more strike, can finish off this inning, which once again has been a little bit of a gut punch for the Mustangs. Their second straight inning, allowing 2 runs. 2-2 pitch to Kiambao, a nice breaking ball. Just missed right there, and a full count now to Kiambao.
I mean, that's the second time this at bat. I mean, those 2 pitches have looked really perfect in the zone there. I don't know what the ump's seeing, maybe thought it was too high there. I don't know, but full count pitch like that, you can't make a mistake like that.
3-2 pitch with Kiambao breaking.
There we go.
Kiambao looked at the fastball for strike 3. Grayson Thomas with a great first at bat in this top of the 3rd. And the Mustangs will now come back up to the plate, down 4-0 as we head to the bottom of the 3rd.
Mira Costa Baseball is sponsored by Maloney Capital, Paradise Bowls, Pacifica Properties Group, Longo Lexus, Lee Construction, Dunham Stewart, Phil's Arbor Care, Vegan AI Media, Hermosa Saloon, Soho Yoga, Martha's, Sport Clubs, South Bay Pony Baseball, Kings Hawaiian, Marine Wealth Advisors, Oakberry Acai, GVU South Bay, Brothers Burritos, The Bottle Inn, Kastner Construction, Sled, Grunions, Lazy Acres, State Farm, Longo Toyota, Connecta, Spider, Rabana, Running Point, B2, Lorenzus McGarry, Gimlin.
Hello again from Carl Osteros Memorial Field. It's now the top of the lineup for your Mustangs. That's headlined by the leadoff hitter, Ace Tarango, who will look to come up with something big to start off this bottom of the third.
Ace Tarango in that first inning with a ground out, but he's looking to rebound here, get a big hit here, start a rally here for the Costa offense.
The Mustangs got a total of 3 batters on the first time they faced Carter Johnson.
I mean, Johnson has really been dominant here. We were just saying nobody's even warming up in that bullpen. They're keeping their full confidence in him.
Hit hard on the left side, through into left field. And that'll be a spark for the Mustangs as Ace Tarango has a leadoff single in this bottom of the third.
And there's Ace Tarango finally showing up here. That's what he does. He's got 35 hits on the season for a reason. He's batting first for a reason. That's why he's on base.
Doing what makes him a living right there, just hitting singles. Not too much of a power hitter. And something else he's known for is taking bases.
Yeah,
has a lot of wheels on the base paths.
I'd like to see Tarango be aggressive here, get a big lead, kind of get in Johnson's head here. I mean, Costa really hasn't caught him off guard here. I think that's something they need to do.
It's Nick Feidler up to the plate for the Mustangs. 1-0 pitch, hit hard into left field. It's a base hit for Feidler. Tarango will stay put at second. And 2 runners on to start off this bottom of the third for Mustangs.
I mean, there goes the Costa offense. Now you got guys at first and second with Joaquin Scholler up at bat. I mean, this is a dream scenario for them. I mean, Scholler batting .302. He's got a great chance of getting on base and starting off this big rally for Costa.
This is one of the biggest bats in the Stings lineup. And after that, you got the numbers 4 and 5 hitters in Austin Olness and Caden Seaman. First pitch to Scholler. Just got a piece of it right there. I think that was off the end of the bat. Carter Johnson really looked invincible in that last frame when he struck out 2 straight batters.
One thing that's going to be interesting to look at is Scholler's a left-handed hitter. So we might see a different aspect or approach here from Arlington's defense if Tarango can get home here off a single from Scholler.
0-1 to Scholler. Scholler got a base hit in the bottom of the first. He'll look to find a similar result in his second time up. Breaking ball on the corner for strike 2. And this ump's strike zone has been really inconsistent today. We saw that when Grayson Thomas was on the bump.
Yeah, very interesting, tight strike zone. Some interesting calls so far.
0-2 pitch. Scholler takes it once again on the outside edge for strike 3. And he goes back to the dugout.
And I don't know if you guys saw that, but the tight pressure from that Arlington shortstop on Ace Tarango, they're obviously putting a little pressure. They know he's fast. They know he can steal third. And that's what Costa's going to be looking to do, score some runs and put people in scoring position.
First pitch to Austin Olness, just missed for ball 1.
I mean, Austin Olness is definitely a guy you want up. I mean, he has the most home runs on the team, and he's just a big hitter.
Yeah, he'll look to really live up to that name. It's in a 1-0 count against Carter Johnson. Took a low fastball for strike one. Another borderline strike right there.
I mean, after these calls from the umpire, you're definitely going to hear some chirping from the players. And that's what you're going to hear from the dugout over here to the left.
1-1 pitch. Olness fouls it back. It's up to 1-2 against Olness. And Olness will try to prevent the result he had in the bottom of the first when he struck out against Johnson. One-two pitch. Olness fouls it backwards. It'll be the second two-strike pitch faced by Olness in this at-bat.
Yeah, I mean, Austin Olness, second most hits here in this lineup with 22 hits. I mean, he's batting 324 on the year. I mean, just this is a guy you want up at the dish right now.
And Olness fooled on the breaking ball for strike three.
Yeah, that's just a lack of discipline there.
Fifth batter struck out for Carter Johnson today.
And I mean, just when you think Johnson's has too many pitches, he's lining up 2 back-to-back hits. There he goes again with another strikeout. And there's nobody warming up here for Arlington. I mean, they got their confidence in Johnson for sure.
And now that Mira Costa dugout is not too livid anymore. Not a lot of sound.
I mean, the inning is far from over with Caden Seaman up at the plate. You know, what he's done this year is incredible. And when you got guys in scoring position, anything can happen, especially with 2 outs. Like, they're still in this inning for sure.
Yeah, Costa can take a page out of Arlington's playbook and maybe get their own 2-out rally right here. Seaman with 6 RBIs on the year. It's a big opportunity for the sophomore left fielder. First pitch to Seaman, inside for ball 1. Johnson has struck out 2 batters for the second consecutive inning.
It'll be interesting to see what Ace Tarango does here at second base. Like, he's getting a little aggressive.
1-0 pitch up the middle. The second baseman Kiambao fields and steps on second to retire the side. After 2 consecutive batters got on to start off that bottom of the third, the bats for the Mustangs went quiet, and we're now going to the top of the fourth. Once again, 4-0 Arlington.
Mira Costa Baseball is sponsored by Maloney Capital, Paradise Bowls, Pacifica Properties Group, Longo Lexus, Lee Construction, Dunham Stewart, Phil's Arbor Care, Vegan AI Media, Hermosa Saloon, Soho Yoga, Martha's, Sport Clubs, South Bay Pony Baseball, Kings Hawaiian, Marine Wealth Advisors, Oakberry Acai, GVU South Bay, Brothers Burritos, The Bottle Inn, Kastner Construction, Sled, Grunions, Lazy Acres, State Farm, Longo Toyota, Connecta, Spider, Rabana, Running Point, B2, Lorenzus McGarry, Gimlin Orthodontics.
Ready. Grayson Thomas takes the bump for the Mustangs. He ended that top of the third against Arlington with a strikeout. He now faces the top of that Arlington lineup, looking for some more success. First pitch to the leadoff hitter, Tommy Bell, taken for a strike.
Yeah, Costa needs to come here and put a 0 on that scorecard in this 4th inning. Shut him out here, get back on offense.
0-1 pitch. Bell took it just low for ball 1.
I mean, this ump has a very interesting strike zone. I mean, that first pitch was pretty similar to the second one. One got called a strike, one was a ball. So nobody really knows where the zone is.
Yeah. 1-1 pitch. Bell pulled on the breaking ball for strike 2. So much break on that by Grayson Thomas.
Yeah, I mean, the movement on that pitch was kind of insane.
2.7 ERA on the year for Grayson Thomas, along with a 1.329 whip. 1-2 pitch, misses low. 2-2 against Tommy Bell.
When you're up 1-2 in that count, you're able to afford to do one of those off-speed pitches, try to get him chased. This should be a strike in the zone. Get him out. Get that first out of the inning.
Yeah, especially because this is a guy who has an extra base hit today. That one shot out to straightaway center field. Tarango will make the catch. And one down as Costa might have just retired the most dangerous bat in this Arlington lineup.
Yeah, I was just going to say that had a little kick to it. That looked pretty good from here, but, you know, right to Ace Tarango to get him out.
And once again, it is the freshman for Arlington, Seth Allison. He's the only man, I believe, in the Arlington lineup to get on twice today. Both times came on singles, the latter of which was an RBI single.
Thomas has been throwing hard here. I mean, you just hear from Kellen Finn's catcher's mitt, like, he's throwing pretty hard here, throwing a lot of off-speed pitches. Good rotation of pitches here.
Especially for a sophomore.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you start a senior like Jack O'Connor and follow it up with a sophomore. I mean, just great display of pitching here.
It's 2-0 to Allison. The offer upstairs for ball 3. After this game today, the winner will take on either Redondo or their opponent in the first round, which is
It's
second,
back into
folks.
the count with a strike there. Now the count's at 3-1.
It'll either be Burroughs or Redondo Union in round 2. 3-1 to Seth Allison, looking to get on for his 3rd time today. And a big miss by Thomas. Allison will be on for his 3rd time in 3 plate appearances today.
I mean, I think everybody in this room would like to see a Maricosta Redondo rematch after the way the last game went. I mean, these two teams, it's just a heated rivalry whenever they play. It's always a great game, and to see that in a playoff atmosphere would just be incredible.
And as it's looking right now, Arlington just has a lot of momentum in this one. The Mustangs are really going to need to get on their horse in the latter half of this game. A big lead by Allison, hit high in the air out to straightaway center field. Tarango makes his 2nd catch of the inning.
Yeah, Arlington's being really aggressive here at first base, taking leads, trying to see if Kellen Finn will jump. I mean, I think they should try to take a base and see what happens with Kellen Finn behind the dish. I mean, he's one of the best catchers I've seen. He has a great arm, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, he's really a guy that the Mustangs will miss next year. Thomas looked at Allison. He was taking some big leads at first base. It's Carter Johnson once again for Arlington. He's done a great job on the mound, thrown a shutout through 3 innings. Also provided some help at the plate. Got on once today, and that one got by Finn right there. Allison will move over to second, and a runner in scoring position for Carter Johnson.
Yeah, now you're going to see Arlington take more of an aggressive lead. They're going to out there in scoring position. They're going to try to get in Thomas's head. What he needs to do is just relax, not think about the guy on second, and get this guy out.
One-0 pitch hit hard out to center field, but once again, Tarango will take care of it. And for the Mustangs defense, that top of the fourth inning was characterized by Ace Tarango in center field. And it's 4 batters face for Grayson Thomas as we go to the bottom of the fourth.
Mira Costa Baseball is sponsored by Maloney Capital, Paradise Bowls, Pacifica Properties Group, Longo Lexus, Lee Construction, Dunham Stewart, Phil's Arbor Care, Vegan AI Media, Hermosa Saloon, Soho Yoga, Martha's, Sport Clubs, South Bay Pony Baseball, Kings Hawaiian, Marine Wealth Advisors, Oakberry Acai, GBU South Bay, Brothers Burritos, The Bottle Inn, Kastner Construction, Slay, Grunions, Lazy Acres, State Farm, Longo Toyota, Connecta, Spider, Rabana, Running Point, B2, Francis McGarry, Gimlin.
We are back for the bottom of the fourth inning here in Manhattan Beach. It'll be the numbers 6, 7, and 8 hitters in the Mustangs lineup to start this one off.
Connor Collins looking to capitalize on his mistake of pop fly last inning, or last time up at bat. Try to start off a rally here for the Mira Costa offense.
0-1 pitch. Collins fouls it off. 2 straight strikes to start it off for Connor Collins.
If Connor Collins definitely gets on base, then I think it for sure will start a rally for Costa with Kellen Finn up at bat next.
0-2 pitch, big miss outside. Collins in his first at bat today. Popped out. 1-2 pitch. Collins took it on the corner for strike 3. It's the 6th strikeout of the day for Carter Johnson.
And Costa just can't seem to crack this Arlington pitcher Johnson. I mean, he's been electric here on the mound. He has a hit today. I mean, he's been all over the place. And again, we've yet to see another pitcher warm up in the bullpen. So we'll see if he just finishes today. I don't know.
First pitch to Kellen Finn. Missed for ball 1. Kellen Finn's first at bat today. He got on with a walk. 1-0 pitch. Finn hit it hard right there. Thank God there's a net, or that probably would have hit a fan. It's 1-1 to Kellen Finn.
I mean, Johnson has 6 strikeouts here on the day. I mean, a really dominant performance from him.
Yeah, he's really showing why he's going to play on the college level after this year. Division II, Cal Poly Pomona, not so far away from where he plays right now in Riverside. 1-1 pitch outside. That was another close pitch for Carter Johnson. He's really been targeting the border of the zone. 2-1. Finn takes it high, and now he's just one ball away from reaching on balls for his second time today.
Yeah, you definitely want Kellen Finn in this situation.
The delivery outside. Kellen Finn gets first base for free.
And that's exactly why. He's one of the most disciplined players on this team. He knows when to take a pitch, when to leave it, and get on base and take one for the team.
And for the second time today, it's Miko Hodzik for the Mustangs. Hodzik, the shortstop, has made some nice plays defensively. Now he'll look to improve his day with something at the plate. One-0 pitch. Hodzik crushes this one deep center field, but a nice catch by Seth Allison. And 2 are down in this bottom of the 4th.
Kind of rare to see that for Miko Hodzik with such a contact hitter, but he got a lot of power under that right at the wall on the warning track. So, I mean, great hit, great contact from him.
He found the sweet spot right there, and it brings up the number 9 hitter, the second baseman, Carter Rivera. First pitch to Rivera, low and away for ball 1. I think that was the first time today we've really seen a Mustang hitter give the ball a ride like that. 1-0 pitch. Rivera pops this one up right in front of the plate. The catcher, Ludwig, will make the catch, and it'll retire the side. 4 batters face for Carter Johnson, and he's showing no signs of slowing down in this bottom of the 4th as it stands. We're now headed to the 5th inning in Manhattan Beach after this break.
Mira Costa Baseball is sponsored by Maloney Capital, Paradise Bowls, Pacifica Properties Group, Longo Lexus, Lee Construction, Dunham Stewart, Phil's Arbor Care, Vegan AI Media, Hermosa Saloon, Soho Yoga, Martha's, Sport Clubs, South Bay Pony Baseball, Kings Hawaiian, Marine Wealth Advisors, Oakberry Acai, GVU South Bay, Brothers Burritos, The Bottle Inn, Kastner Construction, Slay, Grunions, Lazy Acres, State Farm, Longo Toyota, Connecta, Spider, Rabana, Running Point, B2, Lorenzus McGarry, Gimlin Orthodontics.
And that's just what you don't want to see from the first pitch when you're down a couple runs. They need another 0 on the scorecard, limit this Arlington offense, and get the bats going in the 5th inning. There it is. The pitch before the last one was close too. I mean, there's going to be hecklers out in the dugout from both sides. We've seen some questionable calls from the umpire, but we'll see the result today. Yeah, I think Grayson Thomas has done a great job coming in down 4-0 to come in and put a 0 on the scorecard in the 4th inning, and then here trying to get another guy out, battling back. Yeah, it's really rare to see these many freshmen in this lineup, but I mean, hey, they're executing, they're getting the job done, and there's a reason they're here in the playoffs. So
Rivera at second, and it's a base hit for Jacob Niebla. You're seeing why he's such a great hitter. And it gives Cody Parker another opportunity at the plate, his 3rd time up to bat.
see a pinch runner here for Arlington, and they're they want to capitalize on these hits and try to get another runner in scoring position.
Yes, we are. I believe that is number 11, Jacob Gray. Gray has a total of 4 stolen bases on the year. So you might see Thomas attempt a few pickoffs.
See a bunt here. You see 3rd baseman Connor Collins come up here playing a little shallow. Kellen Finn's definitely ready to
Parker lays it down on the right side, fielded by Thomas, who slings it to first for the first out of the frame.
And that's exactly what Arlington wanted here. They got a guy in scoring position now with only 1 out, and they got the guy that just hit their 2-run home run here in the 3rd. So I think they think they can get another run here.
For the big man designated hitter, and he'll get intentionally walked. After that dinger, Michael Blair will get first base without a cost at all.
Yeah, that's interesting, but understandable from Coach Dever. I mean, you got hit a home run in the 3rd inning. Now you only have 1 out, so you can really get an out here at 3rd base, 2nd base, and 1st base now. So it kind of opens up where you can go to get an out.
Yeah, and another runner in scoring position for Arlington. And now it looks like Coach Diver is going to walk back to the mound, his 2nd time today.
Might see Mason Feldman come in here to maybe close out this game. Looks like Thomas is going to stay in, and Coach Diver's just going to give him a little talk to the infield about where to go with this ball.
And really, at all costs, they need to prevent another Arlington run here.
Yeah, they're going to do it at all costs. They're going to go.
Try to get the guy out at 3rd, try to limit the amount of guys in scoring positions.
It's Jacob Ludwig, who's already walked twice today. First pitch, in there for strike 1.
He's still concentrated, he's finding his zone, and that's what you want to see out of your sophomore pitcher.
Question is, will the pinch runner at 2nd, Jacob Gray, maybe try to take 3rd base? He already has those 4 stolen bases on the year. Yeah, he's a really fast, athletic baseball player. And maybe he does try to steal a base
This here, but Costa's going to do everything they can to try to stop him here.
And I'm sorry for the late notice. There's another pinch runner for Arlington. It's number 1, Carter Scott, who has 3 stolen bases on the year. That one hit hard right into the glove of Collins to second for 1. The turn to first is on time, and it's a double play for the Mustangs to end this top of the 5th. The second straight scoreless inning fired by Thomas. We're now going to the bottom of the 5th. Arlington still up 4-0.
Mira Costa Baseball is sponsored by Maloney Capital, Paradise Bowls, Pacifica Properties Group, Longo Lexus, Lee Construction, Dunham Stewart, Phil's Arbor Care, Vegan AI Media, Hermosa Saloon, Soho Yoga, Morphos, Sport Clubs, South Bay Pony Baseball, Kings Hawaiian, Marine Wealth Advisors, Oakberry Acai.
We are back in Manhattan Beach, and for the 3rd time today, it's the leadoff hitter for the Mustangs, Ace Parengo. Parengo's already got on once today with a leadoff single. First pitch to the center fielder on the inside part of the plate for strike 1.
This Costa offense has to come into this inning thinking it's a totally different game. It's 0-0, and they got to come and attack with this offense.
Pitch to Parengo, bounced into the glove of the catcher for ball 1.
And I mean, this is exactly the situation you want to be in if you want to start a rally. You want to start with Ace Durango, get your guy on base.
First, go to lead off for the Mustangs, gets on base.
And that's the momentum you want to see. You want to see, now you got a guy on first base, Ace Durango. He's speedy. He can get to second base. And we got Nick Feidler up, so let's see what happens.
Yeah. Got that single right after Durango did. First pitch to Feidler in there for strike 1. That single, I believe, for Feidler was in the bottom of the 3rd, along with Durango's single right before that. Feidler takes the fastball low.
Costa's got to keep their discipline at the plate. They got to make sure that they're not swinging at anything crazy down low or high and take these walks if they can get them.
1-1 pitch at the top of the zone right there. Or that might have been a check swing by Feidler.
At the end of the day, the Arlington pitcher Johnson has had a great game, but he's going to run out of steam.
Goes breaking. Throw to second in the 3rd.
He left second safely. The first stolen base for the Mustangs today. And
They have a runner in
scoring position. We'll see what Feidler can do with that.
And that's exactly what you get out of Ace Durango. You get a base hit, and then you get a stolen base. So you're already expecting him to be in scoring position by the time he gets on base. And now you got the top of the lineup to execute.
This is a big moment. The Mustangs could get their first run today, and it might be the best opportunity they've had all game. 2-2 pitch. Beitler takes it in the zone for strike 3. I don't think he likes that call too much. And it's Joaquin Soler for the third time today. Joaquin, tough for the Mustangs. One of the top bats in the lineup getting struck out. But now another one of the big bats up to the plate in Joaquin Soler.
Yeah, like you said, he's a big bat, big extra base hitter, and maybe you can use that lefty hitting to his advantage.
Asked on that fastball that just missed for, or no, excuse me, that was in there for strike 1. Now it poses the question, will Tarango try to take third as well? It's really desperation time for the Mustang offense. A big cut by Soler for strike 2.
Yeah, and you'll see this Arlington shortstop kind of come up and press Ace Tarango like he's running a football route or something. And Tarango's going to keep taking an aggressive lead, try to catch Johnson off guard, maybe even steal third here.
0-2 pitch. Soler took the fastball just outside for ball 1. That one could have gone either way right there.
That was super close.
This is how this strike zone has been super inconsistent today. It would be Johnson's second earned run in about 6 appearances. Is that one being Soler? He'll get first base for free, and now runners on first and second for the Mustangs.
That's huge. You never want to see a guy hit, but now you see a guy on first and second with Austin Olness up at the plate, and it's a huge opportunity for Mira Costa here. It's kind of now or never mentality to get them back inside this game.
I do not believe Johnson's going to come out of this game, especially considering that we see nobody warming up in the Arlington bullpen.
Am I good? Or... Austin.
He's thrown a total of 4 1/3 scoreless innings as of right now. 0-1 pitch to Olness, high in the air, out to shallow right field. The right fielder under it makes the catch.
Yeah.
And 2 down now in this bottom of the 5th.
Really seems like Johnson's not coming out of this game after that. I mean, he's just been dominant throughout this whole game, and he's been able to establish his control and execution through his pitches and hitting. He already has a hit in this game. So, I mean, I don't think anybody's going to be warming up anytime soon.
Yeah. And Carter Johnson, after letting on those 2 runners, has responded really well. Once again, as of right now, it's looking like a scoreless inning unless Seaman can come up with something here.
Yeah, Costa needs to get back up on that board. I mean, they got to put up a couple runs just to keep them in this game. Yeah. Costa's running out of innings here to score. They need to get a couple runs here, like we said.
Seaman, not a day one. not in league play.
Been a great addition to this lineup, batting 355. Can't complain.
Teams with Isaac Lulick. When it's a left-handed pitcher, Seaman will be in the lineup. When it's a righty, sometimes it'll be Lulick. But Seaman might have kind of taken Lulick's spot as the years gone on. Three-one pitch. Seaman lines it out to right center field. That'll drop. Tarango's gonna score. Strollers headed to third. And it's an RBI single as that ball got by the Arlington defense. And Sawyer will score now. A giant sequence for the Mustangs as now they get 2 runs on the board in the bottom of the fifth to break the shutout. And you hear the liveliness of this Mustang crowd. You'll see it in the dugout.
What a play from Mira Costa and Austin Olness. I mean, just a chopper over that second baseman, and it leads to a defensive collapse from Arlington like we've seen. And really, Costa hasn't been able to crack their defense yet, and they just did there, and 2 runs gets in, and that changes the whole dynamic of the game.
It's now Connor Collins digging in for the Mustangs, and we'll see if he can continue this 2-out rally. I think every run today for both teams have been scored with 2 outs, and it will continue as Collins makes it a one-hopper off the fence. Seaman will jog to the plate. Collins at second, a 2-out RBI double, and the Mustangs are back in this one after 3 2-out runs in this bottom of the fifth.
Back-to-back doubles from Austin Olness and then Seaman. I mean, just incredible pieces of hitting to get them back into this game. And now you're looking at a 1-run game after Johnson's dominant performance. And now it looks like he's out of gas, and we see a pitcher warming up now.
The Mustangs are starting to get some momentum now in this bottom of the fifth. With Collins at second, he's in scoring position. A base knock right here by Kellen Finn could tie up this ballgame. Yeah, Johnson really wants to play. A guy like Collins at second.
Collins could get one in the gap here with a single. Collins is fast enough to maybe get home from that.
Shot on both times he's been up to the plate today. Both times were on balls. And now they made Johnson step off. They're getting into his head. You can see it from the Mustang crowd and in the dugout as well.
They're heckling the pitcher every way they can to get in his head.
0-1 pitch. Finn fouls it back. It's now 0-2.
Scorecard, but 2 of those walks were disciplined, full count at bats. He's been incredible so far.
It's 0-2 to Kellen Finn for his 3rd time today. The pitch hit hard by Finn, but he was just early on that one. He'll face another 0-2 from Johnson.
Yeah, Kellen Finn's going to be looking to rebound here. Try to get another run in here and tie the game.
It is looking like this one is not going to end in a walk for Finn. Down 0-2 in the count, 2 outs.
Walks, and he managed to get back into it and get a walk. So, who knows?
Huge opportunity once again for Finn. With the pop in his bat, it's definitely a chance something humongous could happen here. 0-2 laid off high. And Finn is staying in this one. And you can just hear it from this Mustang dugout every pitch. Now 1-2 to Finn. At the start of this inning, the Mustangs just had no life, and now they're back in it. Another ball thrown by Carter Johnson.
Get the full count, but he's in my opinion, the most disciplined player on the team.
One more strike by Johnson could end this frame right here. 2-2 pitch. Finn fished on the low breaking ball, and it's a drop strike 3 to retire the side. So after 3 runs for the Mustangs, the bottom of the 5th will end. As the Stangs are back in this one, we will go to the 6th inning after this break.
Mira Costa Baseball is sponsored by Maloney Capital, Paradise Bowls, Pacifica Properties Group, Longo Lexus, Lee Construction, Dunham Stewart, Phil's Arbor Care, Vegan AI Media, Hermosa Saloon, Soho Yoga, Martha's, Sport Clubs, South Bay Pony Baseball, Kings Hawaiian, Marine Wealth Advisors, Oakberry Acai, GBU South Bay, Brothers Burritos, The Bottle Inn, Kastner Construction, Slay, Grunions, Lazy Acres, State Farm, Longo Toyota, Connecta, Spider, Rabana, Running Point, B2, Lorenzus McGarry, Gimlin Orthodontics.
Hello? We are back here for the 6th inning. The Mustangs have came back after being down 4-0. 3 runs in the bottom of the 5th. And now this is going to be a close finish as the Arlington Bats come back up. A totally different situation from when they were last up in the top of the 5th.
For him to work with here, he knows that his bats cannot help him out. Totally new approach from him now.
It's the number 9 Ogan Kiambao for Arlington, and then the top of the lineup will step back up for the 4th time today. 1-1 pitch outside. 2-1 to Kiambao, who's made some nice plays at second base for Arlington. Thomas has fired in 2.1 innings as of now. He'll look to make his appearance longer. Misses low for ball 3. A hitter's count to Kiambao.
Really done a great job. You know, if he stays in or not, if Mason Feldman comes in, whatever, he's pitched a great game, and he's rebounded from those 4 runs from Jacobson.
And Kiambao will now take first base. Thomas has not let up a lot of hits today. Really, his only problem has been control. It's now the leadoff hitter, Tommy Bell, up for his 4th time today. Probably the highlight of his day was that double in his second at-bat that knocked in a run. And now Coach Diver will come to the mound to talk to his sophomore pitcher. It might be the end of his day, as we saw Mason Feldman warming up in the bullpen for the Mustangs.
Rightfully so. Wasn't giving him the timeout, and there's been some other questionable calls there to make him mad, but we'll see if Mason Feldman is going to come in, and yes, he is, to come close out this game.
Mason Thomas will come out of this one. He really gave the Mustangs what they needed, coming in for relief after Jack O'Connor gave up 4 earned runs. And now it's the senior Mason Feldman. Usually a reliever this year. I don't think he's started a game for the Mustangs.
Main closer, he gets the job done, and that's exactly what they need him to do here. Put a 0 on 6th inning and 7th inning and shut him out for the rest of the game. And it's going to be hard to do that with a big Arlington key lineup up now, but let's see if they can hold him.
I think that change for the Mustangs was really prompted by the top of that Arlington lineup coming back up. Just so many big bats. A lot of guys have gone on a couple of times, and some extra base hits as well. You got Bell with the double, and then the other guy who's really came up big for Arlington today has been the number 7 hitter, Michael Blair, who matched that dinger his second time up. Feldman today, he's gotten a lot of opportunities on the mound. This year, I think he's thrown in the double digits in appearances. Wait, he did?
Yeah, guys.
We are back at Carl Osterhaus Memorial Field. Now in the top of the 6th, Mason Feldman will inherit a runner on first base to start off his appearance. The first pitch to the leadoff hitter, Tommy Bell, taken outside for ball 1.
Top of this Arlington lineup, and they're not going to be afraid to get some guys on base, so Feldman's got to come in here and deliver.
Yeah. Arlington runs. After Thomas came in, he did a great job, not a single run for him, and Arlington hasn't scored in 2 innings.
He really did a great job. There were some shaky times, but at the end of the day, he got the job done, put a 0 ERA on there, and had a great day today.
Kiambao. He can also take some bases. He has 2 stolen bases on the year.
Like all of these Arlington players can run super fast. They're all taking aggressive leads, the pitchers, and it definitely has an effect when you're on the mound. So we'll see if that comes into play.
And it really all comes from their coaches kind of telling their players to steal bags, take aggressive leads. Another outside pitch for Feldman. It's a 3-0 count to the senior. Bell has arguably been the best hitter in this Arlington lineup. You really see it by his Ivy League MVP trophy. Also his batting average, which is north of 400. And I think they might have been trying to pitch around him right there, as he got first base on 4 pitches. Runners on first and second for Arlington.
I mean, Costa really can't let anything big here happen. No, I mean, now that there's a runner in scoring position, you really can't let up another hit here. You got to get some crucial outs.
And it's another dangerous hitter in Seth Allison. He's showing bunt right here. Corners crash for Costa. He'll pull back and almost got beaned right there. 1-0 to the freshman, already with those 2 hits today. He also got a stolen base, his second time on the bags. And now it's a timeout.
Signs from that Arlington dugout. Definitely trying to stay aggressive. Maybe this means a bunt here. Corners are playing shallow.
I think you were right. He's showing bunt. We'll see if he'll pull back again, which he will. That one, weak contact. The throw to second in time. And Rivera will eat the throw to first. Now 1 out in this top of the 6th. Runners on the corners for Arlington with the number 3 hitter in the lineup up, J.C. Rodriguez. He got one of their 3 extra base hits today. It was actually their first time getting an extra base hit when he got a double in his first at-bat.
He's going to have to find a way to really let up 0 runs here and find a way to get these 2 outs, whether it's a double play or, just getting some crucial strikeouts or ground outs. He's got to find it.
First pitch to Rodriguez. Oh, it's a rundown. Collins tosses it to Finn. Finn tripped a little. The throw to third. Hodzik tags out Kiambao, and that will get the 2nd out of the top of the 6th. Very well executed by this Mustangs defense.
It's exactly what Costa needed. And that's what happens when you test veteran players like Kellen Finn and Mikko Hodzik. They're going to get you out, and they're going to find a way to get you out there.
So now it's looking like this top of the 6th has gone pretty smoothly for Feldman. A runner on scoring position. That is Seth Allison, who advanced during the rundown of Kiambao. The 0-1 to Rodriguez outside for ball 1.
Be really impressive for Feldman to come out here with 0 runs. Been a shaky start to the inning, but, at the end of the day, if he can punch himself a 0, that's what matters.
Yeah, it's a lot more tougher being down 2 runs over being down just 1 run. Feldman will take a glance at Allison.
And staying aggressive with their leadoffs. Look at how far he is from the bag there at second base.
Rodriguez looking for his first RBI of the day, which he is definitely capable of. That one shot out to deep left field. Seaman way back at the track will not get it as that one cleared the wall. It's a 2-run home run for J.C. Rodriguez, his 2nd extra base hit today, and the 2nd dinger for Arlington. That one is very tough for the Mustangs.
Another 2-run home run for Arlington, and really in the same position at left field as Seaman, and he's just not able to get there. And that one was really crushed. I don't think there was a way Seaman could have got there.
You don't see that very much from a sophomore. He didn't even have a home run on the year before this.
Of freshmen stepping up, sophomores stepping up, and we see it here with Johnson. He's pitched 6 innings now, and, he's still hitting, so who knows?
Yeah. Really providing some insurance for Johnson. Now 6-3, and Johnson hits this one hard right to Seaman in left field, and it'll retire the side, but not before the 2-out, 2-run shot by J.C. Rodriguez. We now go to the bottom of the 6th. Arlington up 6-3.
Mira Costa Baseball is sponsored by Maloney Capital, Paradise Bowls, Pacifica Properties Group, Longo Lexus, Lee Construction, Dunham Stewart, Phil's Arbor Care, Vegan AI Media, Hermosa Saloon, Soho Yoga, Martha's, Sport Clubs, South Bay Pony Baseball, Kings Hawaiian, Marine Wealth Advisors, Oakberry Acai, GVU South Bay, Brothers Burritos, The Bottle Inn, Kastner Construction, Slay, Grunions, Lazy Acres, State Farm, Longo Toyota, Connector, Spider, Rabana, Running Point, B2, Lorenzus McGarry, Gimlin Orthodontics.
We are now in the bottom of the 6th inning here in Manhattan Beach. It's the numbers 8, 9, and then the lineup flips for the Mustangs as Hodzik starts it off with a pop-up into shallow center field for a base hit. A nice way to start it off for the Mustangs here in the bottom of the 6th. Their 3rd time getting on in the leadoff spot today.
Yep, like you said, great way to bounce back, and I mean, it really was painful to watch to see with 2 outs leading that 2-run home run, but they can still fight back. There's 2 innings left of this game, so anything can really happen.
Now we have a pinch hitter here. It's the junior Carter Gomes in relief for Carter Rivera. Carter Gomes has seen a lot of playing time lately. Usually it was Rivera when the season started, but Gomes has found a place in the lineup as it's a chopper to the shortstop. He slings it to first on time. And 1 down in the bottom of the 6th, but it did advance Hodzik into scoring position. And that proves very good for the leadoff hitter, Ace Tarango.
Ace Tarango can work with this. Now he's got a guy in scoring position. He knows what to do to get him home and to get on base. So let's see if he can execute.
Ace Tarango was the man who led it off to start off the bottom of the 5th. He got a base hit during that at-bat. Also previously had a base hit in the bottom of the 3rd. Downstairs fastball for ball 1.
Before that last inning from Johnson, those 3 runs, he's been absolutely dominant. And we didn't think we'd see a guy warming up, but now we see another guy from Arlington warming up to see maybe he'll close out the game for Johnson if he gives up some more runs.
Yeah, Johnson might be on a leash, says Tarango. It's a grounder through into left field. Hodzik is going to be held at 3rd, Tarango at 1st, and runners are on the corners for the number 2 hitter, Nick Feidler.
He knows what to do to get on base, and he's found it throughout the whole season.
And now you wonder how much longer Johnson's going to be in this game. He's probably nearing the century mark in pitches, and you see a lot of arms warming up for Arlington.
Definitely gassed. He's got to feel the effects. I mean, he had a dominant performance, but he can only go so many innings.
And Tarango, he's a guy you really want on the bases if you're Mira Costa, one of their leading base stealers. And then you got Hodzik at 3rd, so it's pretty high chance that Tarango might want to take 2nd. And that one just grazed Feidler right there. And all the bases are filled for the number 3 hitter, Joaquin Scholler.
We've got ourselves a ball game now. Wow. Bases loaded with one of your best power hitters up. I mean, this is the scenario you want. This is now or never. This is game time for Costa.
After that tough break in the top of the 6th inning, where J.C. Rodriguez hit the 2-run home run, getting Arlington up 6-3. It could all be erased if Scholler can make some nice contact right here. A base hit could score 2 runs, and possibly a grand slam could give the Mustangs the lead.
I'm absolutely shocked that Johnson has not come out of this game yet. I mean, again, incredible performance through the first 4 innings, but after that, you know, you're going to get gassed, and you're going to need players and pitchers to come in to help him out. But I mean, not only did he lead up those three runs, now he's got bases loaded, and I mean, you got to think at some point he's going to come out.
Coach Diver had to pick one man in the lineup he'd want up into this scenario, it would probably be Joaquin Scholler, considering that he leads this Mustang team in RBIs with 19. He also has a home run to his name. And now, the pitching coach for Arlington will step onto the mound. The crowd not liking that decision too much. And now it might be the end of the senior Carter Johnson's day. He's done a great job for Arlington, even through some tough breaks on the mound.
He's given the infield a pep talk of where to go when Joaquin gets this ball into play.
Yeah, and you still see a right-hander warming up in the Arlington bullpen.
Come in yet. I think they're just having the pitching coach come out to talk to him. Really interesting. I mean, by now you'd think they'd put in a new pitcher, but
if I was to make a bet on who that is in the Arlington bullpen, it would probably be the junior right-hander, Caleb McKee, who has a 1.62 ERA on the year in 15 appearances. So that is not a guy you want to face if you're the Mustangs.
The depth to this pitching rotation in Arlington.
So now it's Scholler. First pitch to Scholler, outside for ball one, and you can hear it in the crowd. This place is livid.
Every pitch matters here.
1-0. Scholler takes it outside. Now 2-0, and an even louder response from the crowd. The offer. Scholler, a little check swing right there, fouls it back.
Way to protect the plate there. Just had to get his bat around it.
Scholler also has one of the highest, if not the highest, on-base percentage on this Mustangs team, a .489 clip. A big hack by Scholler for strike one. Strike two, excuse me. He was swinging for the fences right there.
Yeah, he knows what he needs to do here, and you know, 3 runs isn't going to be easy, but you got bases loaded. This is the time to do it.
And then there's another big bat up in Austin Olness after this. 2-2. Scholler hits it hard on the right side. A nice sliding stop by the first baseman who steps on the bag for out number 2. But Hodzik did score for the Mustangs, and they're now down by 2 in the bottom of the 6th.
That's definitely not the worst case scenario there. I mean, you get a run in and you get Austin Olness with a guy on second and third. Now you got a chance to tie the game.
They do. 2 men in scoring position. It's Austin Olness who paces the team with 4 home runs. Along with those 4 home runs, he has a .324 average and a .969 OPS.
Yeah.
First pitch to Olness, outside for ball one.
I think you want to play this at bat conservative, but also aggressive at the same time. You want to protect the plate. It would really suck to leave these guys on base, so he's going to do everything possible to put the ball in play.
The offer. Olness, weak contact on the left side, fielded by the third baseman, who misplayed it right there, and Tarango will score for the Mustangs. Once again, it's just a 1-run game.
Costa is out of it. They come back in and they score another run. I mean, this is incredible.
Yeah, and we have another big hitter up in Taven. He hasn't made too much.
The bat. Defensively, he's made some nice catches, and now he'll look to translate that success to the batter's box.
From Johnson, or that closer's not coming in anytime soon, it looks like. I'm really surprised by that call, but Costa's using it to their advantage.
Siemens' highlight of the day at the plate was probably that single in the bottom of the 5th as Olness is breaking for second. The catcher, Ludwig, is just going to eat it as Olness got second base for 3. 2 runners once again in scoring position for the Mustangs.
A guy like Austin Olness, if he gets a hit, he's that guy on second's coming home.
Yeah.
So we could see Costa totally flip the side and beat up
Single
7-6
right
here.
could give the Mustangs the lead. And Siemens just going to take his time. Like you were saying, that at bat for Scholler was the biggest of his life. It might be the same for Siemens. This is probably the best chance the Mustangs have of taking the lead all day as Siemens shoots it into left field. It's a base hit. Feindler scores. Olness headed to the plate. The throw gets away from the catcher. Siemens headed to second, and it's humongous for the Mustangs, who are now up 7-6 in the bottom of the 6th.
Just what we said. Seaman with the bat of his life, getting in 2 runs, and now they're up 7-6. I mean, are you kidding me?
The Mustangs are now on top after a 2-6 run over the past 2 innings. And you can hear it. This.
Talk again.
Hello. Testing.
We are back here in sunny Manhattan Beach. The Mustangs have taken the lead 7-6. They've scored 4 runs in this bottom of the 6th, and they show no signs of stopping. It's now a new pitcher for Arlington, a freshman in Dylan Mahoney. Just a 1 ERA in 11 appearances.
I know.
Costa completely flipped the game on its head. Down 6-3 coming into the 6th inning and scoring 4 runs. This inning isn't even over. They still got a guy on second. I mean, just incredible piece of hitting from them.
Yeah, it's just been amazing for the Mustangs. They really, in the first 4 innings with the bats, did not have a lot of signs, and they've just came alive in these last 2 innings.
At second, I mean, just crazy.
Yeah.
Right.
They just keep executing. So now it'll be Connor Collins, the number 6 hitter in the lineup. And he has the potential to do something right here for the Mustangs. He already hit the RBI double in the bottom of the 5th scoring seaman. And it's the same exact scenario.
Perfect.
And another run right here could get the Mustangs a 2-run lead. First pitch to Collins. Just missed for ball 1.
Swing of his life there to score those 2 runners. I mean, just absolutely electric. Turned the game on its head.
Yeah. Dylan Mahoney on the mound. He's one of the big arms on this Arlington staff. Just a 184 opponent batting average. Collins just got a little bit of it right there.
It's an over. I mean, all Collins has to do is a single, and he could potentially be home.
1-1 to Collins. We've seen a lot of extra base hits and RBIs from him this year. And it's another big opportunity. 1-1 hit hard. That one stays fair down the left field line. Collins might have extra bases. Siemens headed to the plate. He'll be there safely as Collins at second. A 2-out RBI double for Connor Collins. The Mustangs now up 8-6 in the bottom of the sixth.
Oh, just electric piece of hitting from this Costa offense. They just absolutely came alive.
His second double. His second RBI as well. And it was the same exact sequence as we saw in the bottom of the fifth.
Believe this. Extra base hit after extra base hit, and now you're seeing an 8-6 game. And if you're watching this the first 4 innings, you're saying, how did this game happen? I mean, it's completely flipped on its head.
But first, we do have a pinch runner for the Mustangs. It looks like that will be... Yeah, definitely. We're going to get that pinch runner for you in just a second. It's Kenji Zaw. Yes, it is.
First pitch to Kellen Finn on the ground.
On the ground to the shortstop. The throw to first on time. And it'll retire the side. But not before a humongous 5-run bottom of the 6th inning for the Mustangs, who now possess the lead as we might be headed to the last half inning after this.
Mira Costa Baseball is sponsored by Maloney Capital, Paradise Bowls, Pacifica Properties Group, Longo Lexus, Lee Construction, Dunham Stewart, Phil's Arbor Care, Vegan AI Media, Hermosa Saloon, Soho Yoga, Morphos, Sport Clubs, South Bay Pony Baseball, Kings Hawaiian, Marine Wealth Advisors, Oakberry Acai, GBU South Bay, Brothers Burritos, The Bottle Inn, Kastner Construction, Sled, Grunions, Lazy Acres, State Farm, Longo Toyota, Connecta, Spider, Rabana, Running Point, B2, Lorenzus McGarry, Gimlin Orthodontics.
Now back in the inning.
We are back here. It's now the top of the 7th at Carl Osteros Memorial Field. Connor Collins now on the mound for the Mustangs. You don't see a lot of him, but they're using him as a closer today on the bump.
Connor Collins, the guy who just hit the double to give Costa that extra cushion to make it 8-6, is now on the mound. I mean, just incredible performance from these guys.
Finish this one off. He's really the hero today. Definitely for this Mustangs team.
And the really interesting piece of his zone, I mean, all day it's been very inconsistent, like we've said.
1.412 ERA on the year for Connor Collins when he throws. 2-0 pitch in there for strike one. It's now the number 5 hitter for Arlington and Jacob Niebla. After that, it'll be the number 6 hitter, Cody Parker, then Michael Blair. A big threat. He already hit that dinger today.
Costa might have this 2-run lead, but Arlington has showed that they can really bounce back whenever they need. So they got to shut this offense down as soon as they can.
Niebla's already gone a base hit today, his 3rd time up to the plate. 2-1. Niebla hits it on the ground up the middle. That one will get through for a base hit. And a little bit of life for this Arlington team to start off the top of the 7th.
Exactly why Arlington gets these key singles on singles, and then they load up the bases, and they have these fast runners. So even a single is really dangerous for scoring position because guys like that can just steal second. So it's going to be interesting to see how Costa plays this defense.
It's now the number 6 hitter, Cody Parker. First pitch to Parker, high for ball 1. Cody Parker, a .311 batting average on the year as a sophomore. He's been really solid in this Arlington lineup, especially for a number 6 hitter.
You see Arlington taking that lead again. I mean, it's definitely going to catch him off guard.
And now the home plate umpire will call it timeout.
Talking to the Costa dugout for some reason.
Nothing going on in the Costa dugout, so interesting pause.
Now Collins will focus once again on Cody Parker, sophomore against sophomore. And that one's in there for strike 1.
Back in the count.
All Collins really needs to do is just throw strikes.
We haven't seen hits since that because they've intentionally walked him.
Yeah. And, you know, if Parker
Gets on, we might see him getting intentionally walked once again. 2-1 pitch to Parker high. It's a hitter's count to the sophomore left fielder.
How Collins approaches this.
definitely will. And
in this situation, it wouldn't be shocking if Niebla tries to take a base. 3-1 pitch fouled back. Count runs full on Cody Parker.
Really why you want a guy like Kellen Finn behind the dish. He's making the calls of what pitches to make, and this is exactly why you want him there. In these situations,
Payoff pitch. High to Parker. He'll get first base for free, and now runners on first and second for Arlington. Finn now will walk up to his sophomore flamethrower. We'll see what he wants to say. Coach Diver's not walking up to the mound. Finn just wanted to speak some words to his pitcher. And now Coach Diver is going to walk up to the mound, it looks like.
Collins will be pulled. Just a nice infield talk to see where they're going to go with this ball. I mean, they know he's a threat at the. They know he's already a threat with that 2-run home run. They know he can do damage, so they're going to try to play this as conservatively as possible. We'll see if there's a pitcher warming up in the bullpen soon, but it looks like Collins is going to be the guy to close this out.
yeah, in a situation this important.
Literally, the season is on the line. Might as well do a little mound meeting right here. And we do have a score update for you. Redondo Union, who traveled 3 hours away to play against Burroughs, actually got the victory 7-4. So the winner of this one will take on the Seahawks. if Costa can fend off Arlington, it'll be a home game for the Mustangs once again. If Arlington wins, I believe it'll be a road game as they're lower seeding than Redondo.
They have a little extra motivation going into that week if they can pull this off.
So now it is Eric Blair. He is a big threat in this spot. One big hack can get Arlington the lead. In the dirt to Blair for ball one.
Making his body present, trying to save every base he can.
Blair. Blair took the lead for the Arlington team in home runs after he got his 4th today. That one shot out to right field. Olness under it will make the catch. Headed to third is number 17. The throw, not on time. A very close play, but the pinch runner right there, number 17, got into third safely. Kind of evaded the tag from Hank McPhee.
There. That's not? Oh, wow.
That might doesn't look like it. We see Olness in the dugout.
Well, that was a great throw.
And so that looks like Jake Tittle, who just got called up to the varsity level after the junior
varsity season concluded. Yeah. First pitch to Jacob Ludwig, the number 8 hitter in this lineup, fouled back for strike one. We've seen Jacob Ludwig on twice today. And now just one more runner on the bases for Arlington. It would either load them up or maybe even knock in a run. Collins on the mound does have a bit of breathing room. 3 runs will give Arlington the lead.
The guy on first can go to third just from a single if it gets in the right spot.
0-1 pitch in there for strike 2. 0-2 now to the catcher, Jacob Ludwig. After this, it's Logan Kiambao, the number 9 hitter. And if you're Collins, he's kind of a guy you want to face, the last guy in the order. Also Ludwig, who's the second to last guy in the order. 0-2 pitch. Ludwig takes it just outside for ball one.
Yeah, that looked like the perfect pitch you're going to get, but
the Mustang crowd did not like that. You can hear the boos.
That has to be a strike.
1-2 pitch. Ludwig looks at another one outside. Collins will now just look to settle in and fire strikes like he usually has been. Two. Ludwig lays off of it low. Now 17, he might be caught in a rundown, but he heads back to third quickly. So runners still on the corners for Arlington. A great job by Finn right there, getting back to that ball quickly.
Hustle, that could have been a nightmare right there. I mean, to get there fast, I mean, saves yourself a run right there.
Collins once again will look at first. Maybe Parker will try to take a base here. Payoff. High in the air into foul territory. Scholler will give it a look, but that one right into the Arlington dugout. I mean, Scholler had a chance if he would have moved into the dugout, but not much he can do there. So it's the second payoff to Jacob Ludwig.
Stakes right here.
This is one of the biggest at-bats of the game, Jake. Payoff. Ludwig fouls it back. He just keeps fighting off the pitches. I believe this is now the 9th pitch of the at-bat.
Summary of what the whole game's been. It's been back and forth, and even down to the counts. It's been full counts, I feel like, for half of these at-bats.
Payoff pitch. Ludwig, did he chase? Yes, he did. Jacob Ludwig sent back to the dugout, and now 2 down in this top of the 7th.
The Mustangs are 1 out away from facing Redondo Union at home.
After that tough start for the Mustangs, down 4-0, they have fought their way back, an 8-2 run in the 5th and 6th innings. And right now in the top of the 7th, they just need 1 more out to get the W.
Over yet, you still got to put up 2 more strikes. And especially when you got guys at the corners, anything can happen. So just got to get 1 more out.
Back. It is just so impressive, hitting 2 RBI doubles and then also maybe closing this game out. This one, bouncing ball right to McPhee. The throw to first is not in there. It just pulled Scholler off the bag. A little bit of a wild throw by McPhee. So now all the bases are loaded for the leadoff hitter in this Arlington lineup, Tommy Bell. Oh, foul ball. That was a very confusing sequence right there.
I mean, they could have had a... Yeah, I mean, bases loaded with the top guy up. You never want that situation.
Scenario right there. So now another 0-2 to the number 9 hitter, Logan Kiambao. The pitch. Low, now 1-2. Collins could not finish him off right there.
It's electric here. I mean, home playoff game. Can't get better than this.
He just needs one more strike. The offer just grazed by Kiambao. Now it's
bad in this game.
It's a 1-2 count. Once again, Collins will try to end this game in a Mustangs victory. Kiambao, grounder on the left side, glove by Hodzik, the flip to second, and the Mustangs advancing to the 2nd round of the CIF playoffs. This crowd is jumping up and down here. This has been a great game. After a 4-0 deficit to start this one off, the Mustangs just battled back with that 8-2 run, and they will be going to the 2nd round of the playoffs, a home bout against Redondo.
Both sides. I mean, pitching, hitting. I mean, you don't see things like that a lot, and that's just... Next week at home. I mean, that game's just going to be so insane to watch.
It'll be the 4th matchup of the year against Redondo. The Mustangs have not gone a victory against Redondo this year. And it was so impressive what Connor Collins did today. Those 2 doubles, along with driving in 2 RBIs, and then he closed out the game.
So impressive. And I believe we're going to get a post-game interview here after this team huddle. I mean, just such an impressive win all around. Teamwork. Just so impressive. And I mean, we were watching Johnson's performance was so dominant until that 4th inning. I mean, just unstoppable.
And then after that, when they 4-0, it really fell apart for Arlington. Just they're back.
Makes it 6-3, and then Costa responds with 5 runs in that 6th inning. I mean, just truly incredible.
2 humongous 5th and 6th innings for the Mustangs, where they scored all of their 8 runs. It really built the foundation for this victory. Yeah.
All right, here, yeah. Go to the right.
Can I go on this side and he goes on this side?
Yeah.
We face the camera?
Yeah. All right. Here we are after the win tonight. We're with both of tonight's MVPs, Connor Collins and Caden Seaman. What was going through your guys' minds right after that win?
It was insane. Like, the atmosphere of playoff baseball is so much different than regular season. I'm just so happy we can get this done with all the boys, play more games with the seniors. Yeah, it's awesome.
What do you think?
I saw the fans in the stands standing up. I was thinking about Connor. I knew we could trust him, and I just trusted him. I wanted to back him up on defense, and I knew we had him, and we did it. You know.
Yes, sir. Now, you guys were a big piece of tonight's win. Take us through your big plays at bat in the bottom of the sixth, where you both hit RBI doubles. What were you seeing in that moment?
I was trying to relax because the adrenaline was pumping, but I just wanted to stay consistent, stay down to my approach, and just poking up the middle, and I think I did just that.
I had to match Caden's at bat. You know, he got the lead for us. I had an insurance run because I knew I was going into close. But yeah, great at bats from both of us.
And then you pitched right after you closed the game off with an inning pitching in the top of the seventh, right after you just closed out the bottom of the sixth there. What was that like for you?
Yeah, the adrenaline was crazy. You know, like Caden said, like all the fans up. Just gives you so much adrenaline out there. Just trying to throw strikes and get the dub for the boys.
And talking about the crowd noise, the stadium pulse, everything going on with even the boys in the dugout, what goes on through your head in high-pressure moments like that?
You kind of just got to settle down and let the adrenaline do the job, you know, throw strikes. You kind of got to block out the noise, even though. Connor Collins. Yeah, the energy's there.
And what do you think to stay locked in?
You just got to stay relaxed and loose and trust the process and what you've been practicing all season long.
Yeah, and this is an MVP moment for both you sophomores. What does this say about the team and its future?
I think everyone just has trust in each other, and we believe, and it goes a long way for us.
Yeah, Kane said it perfect. I mean, we have so much potential on this team, like it just showed there. We were down 4, and then we climbed back all the way to get the dub by 2.
All right, boys, celebrate tonight, but what has to happen to the team going into the next game, playing Redondo at Redondo Stadium?
Yeah, you know, we dropped 3 to them, but I think we're eligible enough to come back, fight, practice hard this next week, and then come and win.
I think we got to keep the energy and just trust ourselves. I know we can beat them, and just go over there and get it done.
Yes, sir, boys. Thank you. Good game.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.